What's up, guys? It's your boy ECROSSOVER over here on the Ill Minds channel, man. If you ain't ill, you ain't real, man. This video I am dropping for you guys is to give you guys a look of what the canted stance, I'm sorry, not the canted stance, the tack stance that's going to be in Modern Warfare 3. So, as you can see in Apex, if you guys have played Apex, if you can see how you see in the screenshot over here of how it actually looks on Call of Duty, you can actually prepare yourself while playing Apex to know what that tack stance is actually going to look like, because there's actually perks now. I think it's boots or gloves or whatever it is, that gives you the ability and able to do the tack stance while you're sliding. Or I think it's like you're able to do it regardless. So in the tack stance, I will show you right now. I'm gonna show you right now, and I think that this mechanic is gonna be completely crazy for the movement, dudes. I'm telling you guys right now. So as you can see, when you slide in Apex and everything, it puts your gun at like at a slightly horizontal angle. It's not completely horizontal to where you see it in a snapshot over here for Call of Duty. It's not going to be completely horizontal, but it's slanted a little bit. It's at an angle where it makes your shots a little bit more accurate. And to top it all off, I don't know if it's gonna work the same way it is in Call of Duty, but if you have laser attachments, I can only imagine that if those lasers actually reduce the spread of your hip fire, and that hip fire accuracy ties into the tack stance accuracy. Tack stance is going to be the wave, man, especially if movement's coming back with the bunny hopping and everything. Like it's going to be insane. So let's get right into it, guys. So let me show you how it looks. So you build momentum in Apex, you slide, and you see how it's in that perfectly horizontal angle, and it makes you a little bit more accurate. Like I can imagine if someone's like at least like 10 meters or so, you're gonna be less accurate than you aiming down. You are, but imagine that. Now say, okay, let me put it in. Let me reload. Now imagine you're able to bunny hop in Modern Warfare 3. Now you're able to bunny hop and keep that tack stance. Of course, in Apex, it's gonna put your gun back into a vertical standpoint, but in Call of Duty, you're actually able to keep that tack stance active while you're sliding. So imagine slide canceling, jumping after you slide cancel, and then keeping this right here, keeping this horizontal stance while you're jumping, while you're sliding and canceling. Dude, tack stance is going to be the wave, especially if hip fire accuracy attachments actually tie into the tack stance accuracy too. It's gonna be crazy, because you're not gonna be as accurate as you are as you are aiming down sight, but you're going to be more accurate when you're instead of being in a hip fire stance. So that's going to tie into the movement that's going to be in the game. And the only thing I'm afraid of is that with the perk that I heard, I think it's boots or gloves or anything, that gives you the ability to aim down sight while doing it. Imagine spamming the tack stance with the aim down sight while sliding. Like you're able to do this. Like you're able to spam that. And I can only imagine that if you see it in Modern Warfare 2, you know how you strafe and you see the head constantly keep moving while it's strafing, which is kind of like a dumb mechanic that they put in the game, which kind of makes no sense. I'd rather the body just stay still and your body just moves left to right, but the head moves left to right while the body's moving left to right. So that's kind of like, it's whatever. But imagine how the player looks while it's doing this. Like while shooting, you're doing this while you're sliding, and your head is moving back and forth. That's gonna give you a way to avoid headshots being shot at you while you're doing. I'm looking too deep into it, but if you really think about it, if you have played Call of Duty, if you play shooting games, sometimes how the character looks when you do certain movements actually makes it better for you to avoid shots. That's why slide canceling everything was so good. It was able to break cameras. That's why strafing back and forth, was a little bit, a little bit harder to actually track in Modern Warfare 2. That's the only thing you pretty much have, like, especially with the strafe speed being ass. But if the strafe speed is way better in the game and it still has that same mechanic of moving your head back and forth, now imagine with the tack stance and sliding and doing this. You're able to go tack stance, aim down sight, tack stance, aim down sight while doing it. And imagine you incorporate that while bunny hopping, while jumping. It's gonna be insane. It's gonna be insane, dude. I'm gonna have the I'm gonna my bad guys, but I'm gonna have the tac stance shown right over here on the screen for you guys just to see. And then while I'm doing this, you're gonna see if you're able to do that, man. And I'm actually gonna post the Twitter comments and everything like that just to show you guys that, yo, this can be insane. Tac stance can be insane in Modern Warfare. I know I'm showing Apex gameplay, but this is the perfect resemblance of what it's gonna look like. You gotta be honest. Look. It's at a canted stance right there. And the thing is, if you just push the degree a little bit further, it's going to be completely horizontal. So maybe the accuracy is probably way more accurate than what it is in Apex right now. You see, look at the hipfire spread when it's in that stance. Insane. I'm almost hitting every shot with that. It's going to be insane. Remember, you jump, see, it goes back to vertical stance. But in Call of Duty, you can maintain that tac stance. Insane. All right, man, this is the end of this video. I really appreciate you guys, man. You know, I'm new to this YouTube thing. I'm trying to get this content out and all that. But if you guys like this content, and if you like my other contents, I have a podcast and everything too. You guys can go to the playlist and check that out on Illman's podcast. But if you want to check out any other reactions I have for any other games, but let me know your thoughts on what I'm thinking, because if you agree, then you know what I'm talking about. If you don't agree, I would love to hear your comments down below what you think, what can be the ultimate movement with this tac stance, or how do you think the tac stance is actually going to work? Leave your comments down below and everything. But it's your boy ECROSSOVER over here on the Illman's channel, man. If you ain't ill, you ain't real, man. I'll see you guys later, man. Peace.